All right, everybody. This is kind of part two to my shooting house. I hope you can see this video. I'm inside my shooting house. This is my shooting house. I've got windows. These are homemade windows that I have. I'll show you this first one first. This is my rifle rest. I actually made two of these for my windows. I'm gonna have to do this with one hand. It's not as easy, but okay, this is my window. It's open now, and I built these windows, and this is real glass I had cut at like Lowe's or Home Depot. I can't remember, but I had them cut to the dimension of the size that I want, and I siliconed them to a wood frame that I made here, and I put my hinges on it, and it closed down, and this little latch here. There's a latch on the other side of the window that seals it down tight. Somebody just killed a deer. Okay, this is some, I can't remember the name of it, but it goes around garage doors. It's a little thing that, like on garage doors, that seals up. And I cut this to fit, so when my window closes down, it closes down on this, seals it off. But anyway, my shooting rifle rest that I made is, I actually made a couple of these, one for this window and one for that window. I'll show you both. But this is my. Of course, there were some modifications, and you can obviously see this is the modification. I had to add some height to this one, but that hole in this 2x4, let me just show you. This is an old barn hinge, and screwed to this side. I painted part of that, and it screws to this, which I screwed it under my window. And this just sits down in there, and it swivels, and the hinge allows it to turn. Now, let me get my rifle, find what I did with my rifle, and I'm going to stick this in here, stick it out the window, and let you see how it works. Okay, now you can see that it's I've got my trigger and my stock out here past it, and it just sits on my window ledge, and you can see, I don't know if you can tell that, but that's a long way to the far end down there, a couple of 100 yards or a little more, probably about 250 to the end. And I was having a hard time. I see a lot of deer down there, and they'll come out in my food plot when it's green and stand out there and eat. And usually they're on the far end. So with this now, I have a little bit better chance of being able to hold this. This is just like a rifle rest. It holds it pretty steady. It does really, I mean, I haven't used it. I actually just installed it, but right now, just by setting it here in this thing, I'll look down my scope, and it's holding it right where I want it. It's just a pretty steady little rifle rest. It's easily adjustable. I can turn it whichever way and raise it, if I have to go up and down. I've got a lot better than just freehanding out the window. Then I'll show you my other window here and how I've made this work. There's probably a better way, and up here I've got a little string that I pull, and and my window opens. I got a little hook down here that I hooked up, just a washer to. I got that string. Now my windows are open, and I have another one of these up here on this shelf. I've got another one of these pieces that I made. I got another video shows you how I made them. But got the same setup here. Now I can put my rifle in this one, and it does the exact same thing. Yeah, you can see my corn feeder down there. Let me take my rifle and move it over here. And there it is. It's sitting in there. And it just works really well. I'm really pleased with the outcome of this little rifle rest. As you can see, it's just sitting on my window sill, and it's really quiet, and it's gonna help. You know, no matter where, if I see a deer on this side, I've got access to turn this thing all the way around, still in the rifle rest, and it's not making any noise. And as you can see, I've got a corn feeder down there, and that's usually where I see the most activity is down that way. But I can lean out this window and look, and you can see. Sorry, I'm not good at videos, but you can see I can, if I can see it, it can stay in this rifle rest, and I can shoot it with a little help without having to just freehand. I really like this. I've dreamed this up in my mind and wanted to try it. So I'm sorry. Poor video management here, but I have the same. I don't think you're going to be able to see this here. It's the same setup. I've got a hinge on this board, and it's just an old barn hinge which moves this, and a piece of all thread and a hole all the way through here. And this one's got a wing nut on it, where I can adjust the up and down. You know, if I want to raise it up higher, I can turn that and make an adjustment however I want it. The height's not right, but I really didn't. I don't think I'm going to use that too much, but you know, I might. But anyway, I had posted a video of this in my shop, and I wanted to show you. This is part 2 of it installed and how it'll work. And I've not hunted with it yet, but I've got a window there and a window here with this. And I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty tickled. I know you can buy stuff like this, but I mean, why would you buy it when just for a couple old hinges and some screws and some scrap lumber, and that's all this is lumber and some Dollar Tree shelving material with some spray adhesive to get me some tape I put on it, so make it a little quieter. But anyway, here it is. You got any questions, or you need maybe some more information on how I did it or what I did? Just put it in the comments. That's a piece of all thread with a nut on the top that's countersunk into this wood. I just drilled a hole all the way through, and added a 1x and a 2x to my original design because I wasn't high enough, because I had a gap, you know, and I needed my rifle to be able to set my forearm set on the window ledge, and works like a dream. I'm really pretty tickled with it. If you got any questions or comments, and if you're looking at my walls, that's a styrofoam. It's a 3-inch styrofoam I've got in here, and my shelves are ceiling 3-inch styrofoam. There's some shelves I built, and that's some of that. This is some of that shelving material that I sprayed with the spray adhesive in here. Quietens down my shelves. I pretty much put it everywhere, so everything's got a little protection on it. But I don't know if you got any questions about the shooting house or how I did it, or the windows, or the gun rest. Just post them in the comments and let me know what you think.